Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Dead Cells. Might be better if we take some weapons, I thought. So we got a 15% up rapier because of the bonuses that we've accrued, and we won our last run, which is kind of incredible. Does my love for the shield grow as a result? Well, yes and no. I still think that I would have rather had... What a shot. What can you say about that? I still think I would have rather had a, a secondary that actually provided us with some demonstrable benefit, but I can't really be mad at it because there were a lot of situations in which the force field really won us, kept us from having to use heals that otherwise might have been necessary. So I'm not going to go out and say that the shields... wait a minute, there's a bag of gold back there that I should go get. We're leaving like 30,000 gold behind. Yeah, I was like, no wonder I can't afford this. Hopefully we haven't lost that forever. Although, to be honest, it would only take us like 2 runs to build it back, Buttercup baby, probably. So, there it is. 39,000 gold recovered. Now, I'm not trying to be bitter, and I understand how petty this is, but I won the last run. Do I still have to lose 15% of my gold? I keep 85% between runs on a death. But I mean, I know I died. I was killed by a tentacle in a cutscene. I feel like I should start the next run with 100% of my gold. Just throwing that out there. Firebrand, I don't know. To be honest with you, having won the last run, I would like to mix it up, Buttercup baby, just to let me down and mess me around. If possible... That's probably the Toxic Sewers exit, but we will check on our way out. If possible, I mean, I feel like we didn't really lose, you know? Like we actually just objectively didn't lose. But I'm not gonna cry about it. I would also consider doing like a strength run, but we gotta see how things look. Fires an arrow in front of you, does some extra damage. Extra damage on a burning target. Okay, I mean, I don't know how it keeps happening. It's the game, you know, it's got a long way to go in terms of, like, its iteration, but... Golden arrow, thank you. Like, we keep ending up with synergies that are, like, 10 out of 10 burning synergies. A horizontal turret with no extra effects interests me, like, actually 0%. So I'll tell you what. We've gotten a strength upgrade. I'm just gonna go for health, because health is, like, super polymorphic. Expialidocious. Polymorphic is not the right word, as I'm sure people will make you aware, but essentially we're going to need health no matter what, so we might as well grab that. Health is the general attribute we're always going to want to level. Interesting. Extra damage on a stunned target. I don't think that this is particularly strong, but in terms of, like, basically, neither of the weapons that we have right now are weapons that we're going to expect to use long-term. It would be cool to roll, like, a high-strength, yeah, that's the exit there. It would be cool to roll a high-strength phaser build. I haven't really given the phaser much credit, because it always, the thing with the phaser is that it always leaves us at risk of taking damage ourselves. If this is just the sewers, which I think it is, we might as well... Well, let's go look, so we're not being super lazy. Yeah, we're gonna go to the ossuary, just because we can, and I want to slice that fat loot that we didn't get a chance to get last time. Mom, I want some of the fat loot. Mom, no, I don't want your fidget spinner, Mom. I want some fat loot from the ossuary. Yeah, like, it's very nice to roll, you know, 2 skills that you can just lob in and then be like, I'm a great player, when really all you do is stand on a ledge and press right trigger, left trigger. But, we need a run that proves that the strength build is possible. I think, like, we're not going to be the first people to prove it, in case that's not abundantly clear. However, we gotta do it for ourselves either way. Don't even get me started on these guys, dude. I do feel like I've ascended from being able to take out these guys with relative ease. If you're wondering why I'm not using the shield that much, it's because I actually think that the gold is basically worth nothing. We're pretty much gaining like 5,000 gold run over run. Wow, prison depths already. So, yeah, there's a chance we could conceivably, if we blocked 50 enemies with a shield, and it does have to be 50 different enemies, unfortunately, but if we blocked 50 enemies from the shield, we could get an extra 2,500 gold per run. And then the only problem at that point would be trying to figure out what the hell we're going to spend it on. So, right now, I think gold is, like, irrelevant. If we have to use the shield to block, that's a good thing. Don't mind that. Yeah, if we have to use the shield to block, that's a good thing. I was thinking the other thing that might work for a strength-focused build would be, like, we didn't miss it by much, to be honest with you, considering we went through the whole last floor. The other thing they can make a strength build work would be like no status effects that are burning or poison, and then combine that with a flashbang or something, and then like frost blast, and then you're just like freeze, smack, 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 frost, smash, or flashbang, smack, smack, smack. You get the idea probably at this point. So you gotta go is the thing. And then I can take out this guy. So yeah, I mean, in case you missed it in there, I did take a strength upgrade by choice. Probably means I'm gonna be trying for a strength-focused build. No promises, but that's kind of my intention at the present moment. And honestly, the twin daggers are doing a great job of keeping me pretty stoked for that. Did take damage there, but it's very little. The other benefit to a strength-focused build, and it's not worth a ton, but it's not worth 0 either. The other benefit is it's really, really fast as compared to, wow, that was terrible. As compared to a skill-focused build. So we never have to worry about cooldowns. I don't want to do that. Yeah, I'm going to heal up. Ooh, hello, I forgot about you. Healing on the ossuary, nothing to be ashamed of, dude. I maintain to this day. I was robbed there. I used the shield. You know what? We need to replace the clusters. Bad teleport. Wonder if we could, I'm gonna try something. I need to find like a relatively harmless enemy. And I'm gonna go smack, smack, phase, and then see if I do it quickly enough, if I can phase and get the guaranteed crit on the third shot of the twin blades. Like this guy is a... If I can... Oh, Jesus. Kill this guy. No, not both of them. Okay, you gotta watch your heals here. I'm actually a little nervous about surviving this floor. Kill Green Man. Dude, are you actually messing with me? I'm trying to learn something here, and you're being a real jerk about the situation. Yeah, I think I should be concerned about survival, but I really want to go prison depths as well. No, Mom, I don't want to go to the ramparts. I want to go to the prison depths and get the fat loot. We're going to have to heal again. I would describe this situation as messed up, yo. Don't do that. We gotta heal again. We gotta heal again. Okay, you can tell this is going off. This is going bad. It's like an old jug of milk. Probably. I don't know. I don't drink milk. But it is in my fridge sometimes. As a result, I've smelled some bad milk in my day. Don't laugh. It's the truth. I will never be mad at a skill upgrade. Sometimes I get mad at the strength upgrades when I'm going for skills, because it seems like it's ripping me off, you know? I could get HP out of that, I could get skills out of that, but I'm always going to be spamming these skills, probably. So I'm a pretty happy camper to just get free skill points. But our strength build is a failed experiment at the present moment. We really need more scrolls. Two scrolls is not conceivable. Did not work. Not conceivable as, like, the only rewards available here. It just doesn't make sense. Honestly, we could roll that. I don't want to use the phaser. I would much rather use the hook here, especially because it does give us +1 to skills as well. I don't really like Toxic Cloud. There may come a time where we have the synergies to make it pop. I think we're happy with this, actually. Obviously, I'd be a little bit happier if I didn't, you know, take a butt ton of damage in the process, but I think the hook might actually be appropriate for this floor. Those enemies that are far away and annoying, hook them in and bring them close. We really need to replace our shield. Dude, I am actually bad. Rarely this early in a run do I feel the need to apologize, but I think it's clear that I'm getting overwhelmed here with the style of gameplay that I'm doing, which is fine. There were many times on the last run we thought, I mean, even as we got closer to the end, I was like, there's no chance we're gonna make this, and then we made it. So all we gotta do is recognize that just because it's unorthodox doesn't mean it can't be done. Bear trap that gives plus strength. Gonna give it a shot. The heavy crossbow actually seems like hook crossbow. Get over here, you know? What about? You know, I'm thinking like bear trap swarm of biters. You can't stop them from hitting you if you're in the bear trap. I'm thinking, well, it's not necessarily bad, but I'm not convinced about the flashbang, even though I posited that as a potential option here. Really glad we didn't just bail on this floor, obviously. Shots pierce the first target, damage is higher, but I actually want to give this a try. I don't know, kind of my game plan is toss the bear trap, use the hook to get enemies stuck in the bear trap. Obviously not going to work on everything. This is the performance of a man who realizes he might have made a grave mistake. Okay, embarrassing. Hook him. Still alive. I don't know why I said it like that. Still alive. Strength pickup is important here. Dude, the bear trap's not doing it for us. Yeah, the bear trap might actively be sabotaging what we got going on this run. I do apologize for the way this run looks right now, but it is in the interest of getting there. You know, this is an experimentation that has a sensible purpose behind it at the present moment. Right now, it's not looking so hot. What about a flashbang? It does take away a level of strength, but what about a flashbang? And the idea is that we're gonna basically hook them, flash them, and then shoot them with this crossbow at point blank range. I want to give it a try. How much more do we have? Honestly, I think we've... there is a little bit over there, but I think I should just get out of the floor. Well, wait a minute. There is a kebab. Okay, I think we should explore and then get the heck out of this floor. There's some way over there to get to this force shield. But how? Must be from there. You know what? We should go. We should vacate. Go down to the prison depths. I think we're a little underpowered. I'm gonna count that as an okay thing right now. And we'll try to recover in the future, but I believe in this strength build. I believe in the, you know, incapacitate, bring him close, and just watch him bleed. It seems way worse at dealing with pods, but we'll see. Cursed Sword. If you're hit, you're dead. Excuse me? If you're hit, you're dead. No. This is not an appropriate choice for us to run with right now. As much as I would like to believe I'll never get hit again, especially with an incapacitate build. Hey, can you turn around? Let's try this again. So it's a hook, and then a flashbang, and then a crossbow. The flashbang takes forever to recharge, but the crossbow does not. Wow, I almost died from that hit. I mean, we are only at level 2 of HP, so... Nah, more crossbow. That's pretty cool. God-awful at dealing with pods, but cool nonetheless. There's some HP. That's very important. Can we get hurt when we hit the hedgehog with a ranged attack? That was very close to not working at all. Okay, we got like... This is the Terminator 2 build right here. It's still not always working. The prison's no joke. Like, it's not a great time to probably be trying this build. These guys are a little too fast for me to do the normal technique on. I think you gotta go. Okay. Didn't work, didn't work. Just, that's cool, that's cool. At least the blades are fast. Wait him out, wait him out, wait him out. Okay, hook. You know what? First off, I'm taking some HP right now. You can't stop me. What? Yeah, I know we're on fire right now, but I'm still gonna try to hit you. I'm not okay with this. Dude. So, eventually, we're gonna encounter like 40 spider tanks. And that's where life is gonna become a cruel joke for us. It's like we are not good at crowd control right now / ever. And there's an elite enemy up there as well. There's no way around it. Like, this is not even a choice to summon this guy. So this is the definition of taking it slow. Little bit more strength, and that becomes a one hit on the spider tank. And my life becomes a little less dangerous, but still altogether pretty scary. That was a big moment. That was a big moment. That's not a big moment. Please learn to teleport, because honestly, my life becomes easier when you teleport. Good stuff. Come on. Wow. Dude, I'm so used to the timing window on the regular version that was just horrible. Enemies release a toxic cloud when they die. I like what we got going on here. I am admittedly a little skeptical. Well, that's a problem. The crossbow, I don't know what, the crossbow? My voice went a little funny there. I think it will, oh dude, you're done. Me, I'm done. Meat? Not meat? Oh, dude. Okay, Ruka, first off, you want to come in? Hello, my buddy. Oh, this is going to be a rough one. At this point, we're 1,000% looking for the exit. There's some shimmering down here. If we play our cards extremely right, I think we've got a chance. That's pretty important. If we can get it to work. Start with the stun. There you go. Those guys, we can't let them fire anything. We have to find an exit. That could have killed us. Good look. I'm not spending 10,000 gold on cells. If anything, the gold is more valuable because there's a chance we can make it last till the exit. This floor, I mean, we never go to the prison for survivability in the short term. It's always survivability in the long term. So being a little light on HP, as far as I'm concerned, is just an opportunity for us to improve in the future. And to prove that we got what it takes. That was really, really good. Yo, where my enemies at? You did not die. I know you didn't die. No backstabbing on those guys. The guaranteed crits are very, very nice. Keep in mind we do have a respawn, so as far as I'm concerned, that's one more heal. And I don't know about that. I don't like my odds. Let's just say. When it comes to going through that rune right now, I do see a skill level up there again and a health level up. The whole reason we're here is for those scrolls, more or less, and some high-level equipment if possible. So this is all part of the game plan, although the game plan did also involve, in my head, us having a lot more HP right now. But this is sort of how I think logically we would have had to expect that it could have gone, so this is now a recovery mission. This is a bring him home sort of. Let's get the job done. Second flashbang. Flashbang 5. Slightly better. No oil. The damage is not that much better. I actually think that the oil might be worth it in this case. You know what? You got me? And I'm okay with that. We took one hit over the course of that relatively complex situation there. Series of encounters. I'm a happy camper. Dude, you got... I'll pay for the good stuff. It's a great time to come across a kitchen. Effectively, that's one extra heal. Good tough acting to acting, buddy. All right. I'm now... I'd put myself at above a 50% chance to make it to the boss fight. The first boss fight, that is, to be clear. That's fine. I'll survive. Whew. And elite enemies. Always a little dicey. Yeah, I kind of regret this situation already. Face me. Oh, I forgot about your friend. That's just my cat making a lot of noise over here. Don't sweat it. What if we just leave? Do you catch me? It's a bit of a coward's way out, but I'm scared. How did we end up with more skills than strength, dude? It's just a, you know, uneven distribution. Very lucky man, to be honest with you. That could have gone terribly wrong. Dude, when they're facing the wrong direction, it's very nice. Swarm of biters crawls through and victim extra damage against a poison target. I don't know, because the flashbang is... It's working. It's part of the plan. Is the plan any good? That's, I mean, that's where I find myself questioning at the present moment. We're going strength. It's way too balanced, but part of that is due to our equipment right now. You don't need to fight those guys. I'm so mad at myself. That never even should have been an option for us to get hit by that guy. Of all guys, that guy? Oh no. Not the spider tank in this extremely up close and personal situation. Teleport to me. I actually, like pretty mad at myself for not getting the kill. Still alive, though. Such a clutch kill. You know what we should be happy about on this run? In spite of the fact that it might sound ridiculous. Actually counterintuitive, but the fact that the run is balanced means if we have to, if the right skills present themselves, we could spec into a skill-focused build. Which honestly sounds pretty sweet right now. Because things are looking a little... I don't know. A little I don't know. We had to leave an elite enemy behind. Well, that guy's in a weird spot, isn't he? Should have done a jump attack, but... should use the hook more often. Even just as like a way to interrupt an enemy's attack. Ever consider using the actual effect of the weapon you got? Good idea. Good point. We finally got our item. Hello. So, I didn't say anything for about 15 seconds there because I was too busy being a total badass and not getting hit during that place, during that encounter that could have gone awfully, could have gone poorly. I do appreciate that a strength build forces you to be way, way, way more involved in target selection. Like, you gotta prioritize who you're gonna attack and who you're gonna leave alive, at least temporarily. Dude, we're out. As far as I'm concerned, the whole video is a success. Not because, you know, we're guaranteed to win. That's actually ridiculous. I think this is one of the worst positions I've found myself in equipment-wise in a long time. But, what is it we were leveling up? I thought it was sandals. Did we get those leveled up? I don't know. It doesn't matter. Just go for the freaking blood sword. As far as I'm concerned, it's a success because we made it through the prison after using like all 4 of our heals right off the bat. Now, I'm not gonna pat myself on the back so hard I break my spine, but at the same time, Ruka, that was a big moment. So let's try our combo now. It's really, it comes down to hit him with the hook, see if it even hooks him. It's like hook, flashbang, and then 3 crits. Two crits, I guess, sometimes. Five hits sometimes? I don't know. And this is what I'm thinking is maybe, just maybe, our sort of busted run here is actually not busted. Maybe it's actually sort of sweet. Against single targets. But then again, I'm thinking, like, does the Watcher even have a backside that we can stab him in? Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. Cat, your excess fur from getting groomed today is ridiculous. It's everywhere. Gets in my freaking nose. I brushed you after you got home, and then you're gonna be hacking up hairballs for like 10 days in a row here. It's absurd. I'm gonna give you like the vacuum cleaner attachment or something. They are handsome though. So we come out of this, I wouldn't say smelling like a rose. We beat a single target foe very easily. And we're about to go up against many, many not single target foes. But the Fjord is kind of, it tends to be fairly rich, which means that it's kind of our put up or shut up moment. That was bad. I.e., are we actually going to switch to a skill build, or are we going to continue rolling what we already got? Nah. I don't know. I mean, a horizontal turret 7 sounds good. What's the bonus on it again? 30% extra damage on a bleeding target. Enemies burn when they die. Not interested. Give me those 100% damage bonuses or bust. So, with some creativity, I think it's clear to see we can kind of turn this into a build that's okay at dealing with multiple enemies, but it's not going to work that well at that by default. But we can, you know, using our know-how and our elbow grease, potentially finesse it into existence. Knife Storm, plus 100% damage on a burning target, and enemies burn when they die. They're bringing out the big guns now, trying to get me. Trying to get me interested. And honestly, that might do it. But I'm a believer in the hook style right now. We can hook in Bloodstorm, but that's not... Or Knife Storm, sorry. But, I mean, the real reason you get that most of the time is for the fat bleed stacks, I think. I don't buy into poison yet, but what do you think? Dude, the cat hair. It's actually... You're gonna think I'm losing my mind. I've never complained about cat hair in my life. Dude, the cat hair is nuts. Flashbang 5. We had, like, basically this exact proposition on the last floor, and it was no bueno. Continues to be not bueno. No bueno is Spanish for not bueno. This loadout almost works. Like, I'm actually almost incapable of continuing the video because my nose is so itchy. Okay, you know, I think, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, won't get fooled again. We aren't really using the crossbow anymore, which is silly. Because it actually does do a lot of damage, but if we're able to catch him backside, how about that? There's not too much point to using that when we could hit him for 3 crits instead of hitting him for like maybe 1,000 damage in one go. We gotta stop that. That was just the worst. We are doing fine on the fjord, though, which is a little bit of a surprise, given that the prison depths didn't go that well, but honestly, the fjord is a lot easier than the prison depths, I think. So there's our 6th level of HP. Which means we're closing in. I remain unconvinced. That was actually so dumb. Girl, are you Pepsi? Because that was so dumb. Like that ad you did with Kendall Jenner. Okay, heal up, heal up. This is our way out, I can tell. You gotta excuse me for an actual second. I don't like take a Kleenex and just wipe my face. Cat, what are you doing? How are you emitting so much fur into the atmosphere? I don't understand. Groomer's got to put you in like a cat vacuum cleaner when they finish up next time, because this is actually absurd. I don't actually want them to put you in like a vacuum cleaner style device. That seems horrible. You know, if we're not using the crossbow, we should just go with the shield. Gives us the extra strength to begin with, and also a swarm of biters, although I don't really understand how we get the swarm of biters. I think we have to hit them with the shield, which is not easy. What happens if we... You gotta check, right? It's the fastest I've ever seen all of these enemies recover from a flashbang. We're still just kind of workshopping what we got going here, but... As we learned on the last run, there is a genuine benefit to having a shield on the Watcher fight. It basically prevents you from taking a bunch of dumb damage when you get hit by a tentacle once, or when you get hit by the Watcher once. It can also block the tentacles, although sometimes it breaks your strength. Wow, good one. It can also slice dice and make julienne fries. I cannot do commentary. The cat fur is making me lose my mind up in here, up in here. Okay, so again, keep stacking strength. Keep those balanced for now. Extra damage on a burning target. The crit is a little easier to get on the rapier. I do sort of think I'm ready to get rid of the grappling hook, even at the cost of this, you know, losing the +1 to skills. To give me something that I can throw out a little bit more spammably, I think is going to benefit us, even if it kind of does run counter to a little bit of the style that we've been running. And you know what? I learned something valuable about the hook. There's nothing wrong with it. I would continue to give it a dang shot. Thought about taking the rapier, but I think we're better off in our current loadout. And honestly, the fact that we've been kind of steamrolling ever since we picked up the cluster bombs has me feeling a lot better about our choice to drop the hook. What do we get? Damage booster. Kind of tempting to rock, you know, flashbang damage booster and then just go to town. I'm not above that temptation. Nice try, buddy. I cannot get that to work. Okay. So we're at 674. That means if we stick with this present loadout, 1 extra level of HP would be nice, and then everything else is basically gravy. So I actually, sort of against all odds, considering how things were going on the prison depths, I think we got an okay shot to beat the Watcher here. We got all the graveyard left. And we've got about a third, maybe, of the fjord left. It's enough time to definitely pick up, like, some extra scrolls. I'm not saying we're going to get a ton. It's enough time to pick up some extra scrolls. It's nice to have this much HP relatively early. It has put us in a situation where I can actually get hit and be not on the verge of death right away. I tend to underrate HP in these games because, you know, it's very easy to just be like, oh, HP, why don't I just play better and not get hit? Unrealistic, though. You know, embracing HP has helped me out quite a lot here. You're never gonna make this, dude. I need a flashbang that keeps the enemies dusted for longer. Okay, more scrolls. More scrolls, or like we could take a better weapon. I just think it's unlikely we're gonna get one. Is this like little biters? I think it's just really tiny biters that I can't see. I would go for the blood shield if it had attributes. Sturdy shield, you know, no love lost. I don't love it or hate it. Yeah, we're still getting the swarm of biters. They're just like really, really tiny biters for some reason. I really thought he was off the edge. That felt pretty good. Just one more scroll is all I ask. This is probably our exit, judging by the fact that we're almost at the end here. I just had a frame rate dip, and that reminds me, it's one of the benefits of not rolling a burn build. Frames have actually been, like, pretty competent. So that's our exit there. Just explore a little bit more. Still a chance we've got, I mean, not a good chance, but still a chance. Something left for us, at least. I wonder if there's, like, I don't think I'm good enough, or especially like a quick enough thinker with respect to dead cells right now to be at this point. I almost wonder if there isn't something to be said about the idea of taking a shield and then deliberately taking like a little damage. Nah. Deliberately taking a little damage against a weak target and then going toe-to-toe with a big target and just smacking the crap out of them. Probably you'd just rather not get hit in the first place, but in situations where it's conducive, I'm wary of it because it's a clever idea, and I don't respect cleverness as much as I did as a young lad, you know? I respect thoughtfulness, carefulness a lot more than I used to. Cleverness is often a hiding spot for laziness. That's me as apparently like the Trunchbull from Matilda. Oh, I hate fun. Don't eat a whole chocolate cake in one sitting. Shut up, Trunchbull. This cat, dude, my nose is so itchy. It's crushing me. It's killing me inside. Cat hair, imprisoning me. All that I see, feline follicles. It's not really sensible. Hey. There's got to be a way up there, man. I don't know what it is, but you gotta know it exists. So what are we looking for on this floor? Dude, straight up, I think raw stats will do it. I'm just fighting these guys on the off chance they get rid of something. Something I could use. Ooh, hello. Dude, perfect. Okay, so we're gonna hit level 7 of HP. That now gives me, I would say, enough HP. Although, we could always use a little bit more. And it is, at this point, it has become a strength-focused run. We're using our sword to do more damage than we probably ever used it to do on a run that's made it this far. So I would say that, combined with the fact that it's 3 levels above skills, means this is a strength-focused build. For once, I'm not afraid to use my sword to cut enemies up. What we could really use if we're going to roll a strength-focused build, and which we are committed to at this point, is a better sword. Like, this one's doing its job. It could be a lot better. We got this like 3 floors ago. Mind you, it was a good 3rd floor. You know, it was the prison depths. It wasn't like we picked it up. Oh, that was close. wasn't like we picked it up, you know, on layaway or something like that from the dollar store. I mean, it was a high-class luxury good. But any sword with, like, guaranteed crits is an okay choice right now, I think. Okay, like, you gotta go. I tried to let you live because you're a wizard and that's dang cool. You were choosing to be a real jerk about it, so as a result, gotta put you on notice. He's done it. If we win this run, 2 in a row, with a completely separate build than we normally do, we've ascended, officially. Like Jupiter, we've ascended. I think this is our, it is our key. And there's I forgot about this. I don't know if there's always an item, but there might always be an item up here. And I, like, 50% of the time completely forget. Sorry, I was just taking that opportunity to scratch my face. A bear trap, I don't understand it. Maybe good against tentacles, but I don't know why bear traps don't have Roman numerals, why they don't have a magnitude associated with them. Certainly, I don't think it's because they're too good. They don't need a magnitude. We are surfing on those enemies. Come and get me. Nice try. Gonna have to do better than that, buddy. Like a pretty early. Okay, now you got me all twisted up. Once one's down, you know, all walls also falls, as Michael L. Fox says, which he probably took from Trailer Park Boys or something, but that's fine. It's referential humor. Wow. Thank God we didn't roll onto the spikes at least. We're doing fine, actually. We have not used a heal yet. You know what I want to know is how these guys continue to fly when they're stunned from a flashbang. It's like a bird sleeping while also hovering. That might happen in the animal kingdom. I got no clue. Lol, biology degree. Doesn't know everything about every single possible species of animal. There's like a billion species of insects alone, but no big deal. Not that I'm bitter or anything. Well, I'm sure that glad we came down here. Picked up nothing at all. It looked like that flying biter exploded into a flying biter. So what do you think? I mean, at this point, place your bets. I think we've got a relatively decent chance to repeat. I also think I'm being overly optimistic because I am aware of the fact, I think, that the Watcher... I mean, he's a circular enemy, which has me thinking that he might not have a backside, which scares me a great deal. Because we basically lose 50% of our damage if that enemy doesn't have a backside. So at the present moment, I do find myself a little perturbed and kind of desperately searching for a sword. We did have the opportunity many moons ago to take a rapier, which was almost as good. Dude, thank you. Thank you for the strength pickup here. I'm an excited boy. Eighth strength. It'll help minimize the pain of not being able to crit our next enemy, or the boss, I should say. Probably approaching the most strength I've ever had at this point. Excuse me, I'm a little busy. Cluster bombs. I don't know if I want to get rid of the flashbang. It's been doing good work. Extra damage on a frozen target. Sure. I think it's better. I'm rolling flashbang 4 though, dude. It is tempting to go cluster. Tell me the news, I gotta. But it is the flashbang, although it's got a long cooldown time associated with it. It's also very nice for keeping enemies locked down, which is important. And especially against the Watcher, you know? If he does have... We need to go the other way. If he does have a way to hit him in the back, him being frozen for a decent amount of time is going to give us the opportunity to get around there. And then, you know... Baby, turn around so I can see that sexy body go bump, bump, bump. You know what I'm talking about. This guy definitely knows what I'm talking about. No spikes. Life's good. We're down here with 4 heals. And as much as I've been like, this isn't the best run we've ever had, it sort of is. I don't want to say it's the best we've ever played, because that's a little hyperbolic, potentially. Gotta admit, there's something about this run. Taking it to the next level here. We, in fact, now have not only 4 heals, but full HP, which is even more absurd to me. I will say, against pods, we don't really need flashbangs anymore. At least against, like, a single target enemy, seems easy enough. You just bait him into doing one attack, and then you move to the side. Take him out. I don't know what we killed down here, but happy to see it. Now, it would be just my luck, but also completely my style of play. That's just a better Assassin's... I can't. I don't even want to think about it. Double damage on me to inflict double damage. I actually think that's worse against bosses because they oftentimes have periods of invulnerability. So, you know, against pods, you could just wild out. I don't know what that expression means, but you could just wild out against a pod and like everything's dead. I didn't get hit because, you know, 1 hit's enough to crush them. But against a boss, you can't do it. I do feel like it's probably something to be said about using the meat grinder. Hello. Oh, no. Come on. There we go. We're back. That's extremely dangerous. There's something to be said about using the meat grinder on the tentacles. Obviously, I'm not going to leave here without that skill, so we'll do what has to be done to make that happen. So far, so good. Grab this. Dude, put it into strength. Why not? Well, potentially some reasons, I suppose. I could be persuaded. I could be persuaded to take this shield. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Generating a force field does seem extremely useful, but... Okay, yeah. You know what? Heal up. Hubris is the only thing that could stop you before the boss. Once you get to the boss could also stop you, but... And I ain't talking about Bruce Springsteen. The other option, of course, was to take HP, which also I think would have been completely fine. Vampirism, no chance. I mean, again, the phaser, I don't understand why the phaser doesn't have Roman numerals. Kind of, like, muddies the water for me when it comes to telling what's good and what's bad. I seriously, like, I apologize for the sniffing and the constant scratching of my nose. There's so much cat hair. And then I have nose hair. And, like, the cat hair is getting caught in the nose hair, and it's just, like, the itchiest situation in human history. I gotta consider it. We're never gonna poison enemies. Never gonna give, never... No, we're never gonna poison enemies. The thing is, we might not get, It's still worth fighting them, I think. Still. We're never gonna poison enemies, and we might not be able to even get the Assassin's Blade to pop on the Watcher fight, but it attacks really quickly. I mean, I know that it's normalized as a per second value to begin with, but I think at this point, if it's only going to be like a marginal improvement, why not go for the thing that we have so much more familiarity with? At this point, I think that's worth more. Okay, we found our boss fight, which means we should explore. Didn't play so well once we got underground, but prior to that, we were doing fine. And we still got tons of heals left. I'm gonna burn a heal just to keep ourselves at full HP so we can't be bursted. It doesn't seem right for me to go, well, this gives us like 5% more damage potentially, but we completely lose out on the chance of there being crits, which like could be a legitimate thing. There could be crits on the boss. I'm just unaware if there are. And then beyond that, like, we have a familiarity with this item that provides us with some intangible bonus. I know from an advanced stats standpoint, people don't like the concept of intangibles, but from a me standpoint, I'm gonna go with it. Flashbang 6. No oil, but it poisons the victim. I'll tell you what, let's go for it. Grenade, +1 strength on the grappling hook. I mean, it would be nice to have the strength, but we're using everything right now. Except the shield. That's just here for extra stats. Alright, well, we've made it to the Watcher. And I think that's a real positive. It definitely looked at times on this run like we would not make it to the Watcher. I don't know why I would ever level up the Cursed Sword. It would have to, like, one-shot the Watcher. Two-shot the Watcher, let's say, for me to be interested. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. But we are, you know, it's our first genuine crack at 2 wins in a row. And with the cat hair apocalypse, no less. So, I'd like to freeze you. Yeah. I don't think you have a backside, and that's going to make this a real problem. Being able to roll through that attack is real nice. And at the end of the day, we do still have, like, a lot of strength. Right, don't do that. These guys have a backside. That was easy. At the end of the day, we got a lot of strength, so we're still, like, hidden pretty hard. That was bad. That was worse, but... Oh, the worst part is that we didn't get to recover any HP there. Dude! Now this guy's got a ton of HP, which is pretty bad. But the crits are so absurd! I think we might have a chance. Haven't used the heal. You could argue maybe we should have. I almost want to use one just to be safe right now. I think there's a good case to be made that that's not a dumb decision. But you do get a little window after you get hit to use it, so I feel okay about that, actually. Still a few tentacles left. Look at the guaranteed crit action. I don't know what side is the backside of those things, but... I think we're gonna win again. It's hard for me to suggest that I've, like, solved Dead Cells, considering how bad our performance has been on many occasions. But another win here is almost, like, unbelievable, given how close we came to death. That's why you never give up, dude. Whether it's Dead Cells or Battlegrounds, that's why you tough it out until the end, dude. Look at that. 2 Dead Cells wins in a row. And this one with a strength-focused build. We're popping. We got a streak. We got a Dead Cell streak. Basically broke even financially. But this ain't a tycoon game, Dad. This is an action-adventure indie. Roguelite. Early access. Get dusted, yon. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. We're popping off. We're popping out of Mobadies. Nice mouth shirt. You freaking loser. One day I'm going to get you. One day you're going to get got. Probably won't be tomorrow, but we'll give it a chance. For now, thanks for watching. And I'll see you next time.